Look at the Thai women's national team. On the international stage, they consistently step onto the court facing a severe height disadvantage. Against Canada in Week 2 of the 2026 Volleyball Nations League, that disparity was obvious. The Canadians brought a towering front line, featuring outside hitters like Kira Van Ryk, who easily reach well over the net to strike the ball. In the first set, Canada used that vertical reach to disrupt Thailand's rhythm. By putting up an imposing wall at the net, they forced the Thai squad into out-of-system plays, limiting their setters' ability to run planned offensive combinations. By the middle of the second set, the situation looked bleak. Thailand trailed 22-18. The Canadian bloc was absorbing everything, and the match appeared to be slipping away. This presents a brutal physics problem on the court. If your opponent builds a defensive wall that you are mathematically too short to hit over, you have to find a way to hit around it before it even forms. The solution to that problem triggered a massive momentum shift. Down by 4 points late in set 2, Thailand surged back to steal the set 25-22. They did this by targeting the pipe. This is an offensive combination play where the setter targets an attacker launching from behind the 3-meter line in the center of the court. But the pipe relies entirely on deception. Watch the Thai middle blockers here. They execute aggressive fake jumps at the far edges of the net, drawing the tall Canadian defenders outward to cover the immediate threat. That lateral movement creates a glaring, unprotected gap right in the center. Substitute Saucy Paporn exploits this exact window, launching from the back row and slicing the ball through the opening before the Canadian bloc can pinch back inward. This precise geometry scrambled the Canadian front line. You start seeing these massive blockers landing flat-footed, jumping at shadows while the ball zips past them. Physical size is a fixed constant, but lateral speed and perfectly timed deception introduce new variables that can break a static defense apart. Executing those lightning-fast offensive combinations is impossible without flawless floor defense to set them up. And this discipline fueled Thailand's next major breakthrough, a 7-0 scoring run. The effort required to keep the ball alive was absolute. At one point, Acharaporn executed a pancake save, diving and sliding her hand flat against the floor to pop the ball up millimeters from the ground. This scatter plot charts first pass accuracy against the resulting offensive play speed. It shows a steep positive correlation. When the initial resiltron is perfectly controlled, the setter dictates the geometry of the entire court. Knowing this, Thailand applied extreme service pressure. By using varied, short serves, they forced Canada out of their own system, resulting in predictable, looping free balls floating back over the net. Thailand punished every single one of those free balls. They instantly transitioned into rapid 1-2 combinations, a synchronized sequence that never gave the heavy Canadian blockers a second to set their feet. By mastering that first touch, Thailand weaponized their defense, turning desperate digs into immediate, overwhelming attacks. This relentless pace began to take a severe physical and psychological toll on the Canadian roster, particularly their star attacker, Van Ryk. Defending against a speed-based offense is exhausting. Constantly shifting side to side to chase Thai attackers physically drained the taller, heavier Canadian players. Meanwhile, Thailand's bench applied even more pressure. Saucy Paporn came into the game to score double digits and dropped perfectly placed aces that systematically dismantled Canada's rhythm. Compounding the physical exhaustion was the energy inside the stadium. Thousands of Thai fans created a deafening environment, cheering every defensive save and building an emotional wall that Canada struggled to overcome. A physical advantage becomes a liability when your opponent's speed forces you to sprint and reposition constantly just to stay in the play. By the fourth set, Thailand had taken complete control. They built a comfortable 5-point margin, locked themselves into the zone, and generated 4 match points. Desperate to keep the game alive, Canada retreated to their most reliable strategy. They passed the ball to the outside, setting up Van Ryk for a massive hit. But the match ended on a tactical irony. After spending 4 sets using lateral speed to avoid the towering Canadian bloc, Thailand secured the victory by throwing up a block of their own, decisively rejecting Canada's biggest star at the net. The entire progression of the match led directly to that final play. Thailand had exhausted the Canadian front line. ensuring that their last, desperate attack would be sluggish and predictable. In the end, the Thai squad proved that at the highest level of competition, victory doesn't automatically go to the team with the most imposing genetics. It belongs to the team that dictates the geometry, speed, and momentum of the court.
Thank you for following.